Good afternoon. I wanted to welcome everyone here to Colorado. I hope you're enjoying your stay. This year we decided to do something a little bit different. Rather than putting everyone on the bus, driving you to our office, and making everyone tour around our office, we're bringing our office to you. So with the help of a videographer, our talented staff, and modern technology, we're hoping to take you on a tour. However, before we start the tour, I'd like to tell you a little about the history of Safe Systems. I started the company in 1982 when I was a student at the University of Colorado. Originally, I had a company that did painting and maintenance for sorority houses. One of the sororities needed a burglar alarm, so I hired an electrician to go ahead and install the alarm system. Halfway through the job, I realized that electricians don't know anything about alarm systems. The electrician actually walked off the job, threw his hands up, said he couldn't do this work. I had a sorority house full of women needing protection and no alarm system. I went ahead and took all the people that did painting and maintenance work for me, and I put up little dots. Wherever this person saw a blue dot, they drilled a 3/4 inch hole. Wherever the other person saw another dot, they put up a contact. We went through and did the alarm system assembly line style. At the same time, I had a research project for the business school. I had to pick an industry to research, so naturally I did the alarm industry since I was stuck doing this alarm system. I quickly learned about a wonderful thing called recurring revenue. I loved it and started doing more security systems while I was a college student. When I graduated, I went on interviews with different companies and decided I really enjoy what I'm doing. I came back in 1984 and took the alarm industry seriously. We started in a small one-room office, just me and one technician. We tried to put a good image from the very beginning. Our technician had a uniform, we looked professional, we looked like we knew what we were doing. We had one phone in the office, and one time we even got a phone call for service. I took the phone, put the customer on hold, passed the phone across the table to the technician, and he picked it up. It made it seem like we were a larger company. Later on, the City of Boulder began to require alarm monitoring for sprinkler systems. We were in the right place at the right time. We started selling the systems at a very low cost. The competition for this business was very high, so we really sold the dialers for our cost. I then came up with the idea to just give away the dialer in order to get the monitoring. It worked great. We went ahead and we really built our business giving away fire alarm dialers. We became known as the company in Boulder to go to for the fire alarm monitoring. Cindy and I continued to grow the company, and Cindy actually ran the central station for many years. As we continued to grow, we were meeting with other companies to learn more information, and somebody invited us to join SNA, now Net1. That was one of the best decisions we ever made. I sort of compare it to skiing. When I go skiing, if I ski with someone at my level, I'm never going to get any better. If I ski with someone a little bit better than me or a lot better than me, suddenly I'm doing black double diamond runs, having a great time, and that's the same thing that happened with our company. We joined SNA and we continued to grow because we were skiing, so to speak, with the best. In 2006, we moved into our current facility. We had outgrown our old facility many years before, and it was just a big thing to move. So in 2006, we purchased a building and moved the company. When we moved in, it was cavernous. It seemed like we would never fill it up. Yet today, we're already looking for a new building. Shortly after the move, in 2007, we formed our advisory board. I like to tell people that in 2007, I got smart enough to realize how much I actually don't know. And that's when we formed the advisory board. After forming the advisory board, we built in a higher level of management. We hired what was then operations manager, John Rosinski, who is now our VP of operations. We hired Laura, who is now our CFO, and Tim, who is now our Director of Sales and Marketing. This brought the company to a whole new level of expertise and allowed us to grow to that next level. In order to meet that goal, we are looking at acquisitions, expanding our market presence in the Colorado Springs area, and really working with our sales department to increase the quality and effectiveness of our sales staff. Well, that's a little bit of the history of our company. Now let's go for the tour. We're going to go over and visit Tim in the sales department.
Thank you, Larry, and again, welcome everyone to Safe Systems Virtual Tour. You'll be hearing from a number of our department heads and staff as we share with you the inner workings of our organization. Our goal is to communicate with you the systems and visions that drive our company. To set the stage, Safe Systems is a regional company focused on the Colorado Front Range with our corporate office in Louisville, Colorado, and a satellite office in Colorado Springs. Started in 1982 and still in its first generation, we are solely focused on electronic security services that include intrusion alarm services, home automation, as well as video verified alarm services, commercial fire alarm design, installation, monitoring, and inspections. We have the largest AES network in the state. We have ventured successfully into security as a service offerings with managed and hosted access control and now cloud-based video systems. We operate a UL certified central station, and our customer base is split roughly 70% commercial and 30% residential. Our primary verticals include UL 2050 monitoring for Colorado's vibrant space and engineering companies and jewelry stores, property management, banking, retail, electrical contractors, manufacturing and distribution, small business, and residential. We employ 85 amazing people. Let's start with a visit to our admin and finance group.
You know, Tim said to keep this fun and light, so I thought, being the CFO here at Safe Systems, what's more fun than going over a spreadsheet line by line? Do you mind? Oh, no? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just talk about what we do instead. Our mission as part of the finance and admin group is to help everybody else at Safe Systems keep our customers happy. I mean, that's really what we want to do every day, is just help everybody do their jobs. About a year ago, we rolled out an online time clock system so that everybody here in the office that's hourly clocks in at their desktop. Technicians out on the field just clock in on their phone. All they do is open it up, clock in, clock out for lunch, clock back in, clock out at the end of the day. So it's all automated, it rolls into the payroll system, and it makes things a lot easier. We used to be on paper timesheets, which was not very accurate, not very timely, and probably covered in coffee stains. So this time clock methodology really makes things a lot easier. So then finally we use Sedona Sync. And for those of you on Sedona, you probably know what that is. If you're not, Sedona Sync is an application that ties into our accounting and operations information, sees what changes, and then sends a notification. So we use it to help communicate with our customers, and so they can say, they get an email that says, here's your invoice. Or if they haven't paid, hey, you haven't paid. Or when they do pay, hey, thanks for paying. So they get those notifications automatically in their email box. They get a notification when a technician is going to be coming tomorrow to their house, and they'll say, oh, got this email, forgot totally about it. So they can call us and say, hey, tomorrow's not going to work after all. And so that helps us send somebody out to a house and there's nobody home, so that helps our efficiency. And then when a technician's on their way, they get an email that says technician's on their way to your house. So then they go, oh, I better go leave the grocery store and get home so I can make sure that I'm there to help them.
First, I want to share a little bit about our team. We currently have 2 sales managers, 16 outside sales consultants, 1 inside business development rep, and 1 sales coordinator. We break our group into 4 teams: a corporate team, North Denver, South Denver, and Colorado Springs. Our tools of the trade include QuoteWorks and Sedona for quoting, proposals, contracts, and work orders. We use EchoSign for electronic document signing. Electronic document signing has been a phenomenal addition to our toolbox and has helped save days off of our contract to installation workflow. Each of our consultants are equipped with iPads and smartphones for demos, quoting on the fly, and staying connected. Our sales plan is simple. Make sure we have the right people on the bus, hire consultants who fit our organization, who are coachable and competitive, train them well and often, hold them accountable, and never settle for mediocrity. Incentivize sales consultants and leaders to drive RMR and show appreciation for a job well done. Be quick to identify weak performers and move them out of the organization. Our sales organization is focused more on daily, weekly, and monthly execution and solid fundamentals rather than coming up with fancy programs or following the newest sales trends. We like competitors on the team. We absolutely keep score, Each year, we're creating new records and new benchmarks, both individually and for the team. Now let's go visit some of our amazing operations group.
Some of the things that I think are important to share with you is the philosophy and culture of Safe Systems. And it really boils down to about 4 points. Larry touched on a few of them when he spoke to you. And the first one is the power of a goal. We set a goal of hitting that $500,000 a month RMR. We were about 230,000, and it seemed like a lofty goal. But because we embraced that goal and shared that goal, the goal became real. Larry also mentioned that we are subscribers to the Jim Collins philosophy. Most of us have read Good to Great. We've heard Jim Collins speak. And one of the core tenets of his book is getting the right person on the bus and then getting them in the right seat. One of the things that we've worked very hard at is in both of those areas, but getting the right person on the bus. We now have pre-employment assessments that we do on all our candidates. We spend a lot of time making sure that we have the right person in the company. And we're not afraid to move that person around. We always try to get the right person. Thirdly, I'd like to point out is the power of setting values. Our company 5 years ago decided to set a core value statement for the company. It includes such tenets as ethics and working and partnering with for the common good with our customers and using technology and some of those things. And that has given us a platform to become excellent. And everybody in the company knows our core values and they use them, and it has become part of the culture and has allowed us to, in my opinion, to grow. The last is obvious, and that's the power of measuring. We have a wonderful CFO in Laura. You'll meet her or have met her. And she is one of those rare people that you tell her you're looking for a connection between this number and that number, or maybe the utilization of our service technicians on Wednesdays after 3 o'clock, and she pulls those numbers in a minute. And we have been measuring very strongly and wisely for the last few years, and having that information and using that information has really allowed us to grow.
After an installation job is complete or a service ticket is complete, our customers receive a survey via email asking about the experience. It's been beneficial to me to get the feedback to see how our technicians are doing, how our internal customer service is doing, and if there are any issues. Typically the customer will include that on there, which helps us be aware of the issue and address it as needed.
What we've been trying to accomplish as we move forward is basically modernizing the systems we have by aggressively moving towards cloud services and virtualized systems. The benefits of virtualization and cloud services for the company are decreased risks, increased flexibility, and flat IT labor costs as the company grows. So obvious benefits there.
Some of the major improvements that we've made over the last 8 months have included to break out our data entry from the operators. So we created a separate data entry department. This allows the monitoring operators to concentrate and turn their focus strictly towards monitoring and the customer and a timely delivery of that service, while the data entry team is allowed to focus on turnaround time, efficiency, accuracy to all the customers' requests that are coming in for changes that need to be made, contracts that need to be input, onlining accounts with technicians and things like that. Some of the things coming up that I'm really excited about is our involvement with Denver to go through ASAP to PSAP and do electronic dispatch through them. In order to do that, we've had to take some steps internally to get ready and prepared for that. The first step was to start using a USPS address convention, which we've now started using on all new contracts that come in. And we're on to the second step, which is to update existing records that we had in our system to that standard.
Wow, that was a lot to see. I hope everyone enjoyed the virtual tour of Safe Systems. I want to thank all of our staff for your participation in this. And the other thing I wanted to talk about before we go is when we started to do this video tour, we were thinking about how to show you our office, because that's what we've always done. We've gone from company to company, look at the offices, see the physical plant. One of the things that we realized in doing this, it's not about our building, it's about all of the people. Thank you very much. Now I'm going to leave you with some of the people that make Safe Systems what it is today.
What makes Safe Systems different is their commitment to the customer.
What I like about the security industry is I'm selling a product that helps people.
The customer is definitely number one.
I'd say every company cares about their customers, but Safe Systems tailors that caring to different customers and makes sure that the tailored version of what the customer needs and wants gets delivered.
I found a good sense of teamwork here.
And it's just being out there in the community, being able to work with local business owners and being able to tell them we're a local company as well.
I've built such a trust with them and a relationship. We've actually become very good friends outside of these things.
And I get to go out in the public and go from house to house or building to building, dealing with both residents and commercial properties.
Frankly, I just love being out in the public. I'm a sales guy. I love people.
So I like to go into a business or into a customer's house and give them a solution for their alarm needs.
I just enjoy learning. I enjoy the product. I believe in what I'm selling.
Safe Systems offers quite a robust opportunity to grow.
The thing I like most about Safe Systems is the people I work alongside with.
Oh, I like the people. I think they're great. They're very personable.
In a year and a half, I've enjoyed the most being at Safe Systems with just all the people that I work with.
And a lot of it has to do with a very creative owner of the company that gives people a lot of latitude to exploit their own natural talents.
Larry walks up and down the hall, talks to all of us. He knows all our families, knows everything about us. He knows all of our jobs.
Upper management is really readily available for you, and they're willing to chat and sit with you and help you grow in the company.
Everybody is friendly. They take pride in their work.
You are valued as an employee.
Generally, central stations are all recurring revenue, so it's stable and profitable.
I really like it. It gives me a good perspective on how the real world works.
Safe System cares. They care about their employees. In Colorado, at least, it's a great place to. It's a great industry to grow in.
All of the money that Safe Systems makes stays here in the state of Colorado, and I firmly believe in that.
We've done a lot with the community, which has been nice. A food drive for a local food bank.
They've treated me personally as if I was family.
We're a family-owned company, and we all very much care about each other.
Very close-knit, tight family. Everyone's open. Doors are always open.
I would say Safe Systems will treat you right. And not only that, they got plenty of work for you.